Hey, I'm NichBoy and welcome to Pocket for Tuesday the 19th of January. Today on the show, new Half-Life, bad promotions, and season passes. Why you are single-handedly killing the games industry. And your neighbor's dog. Alright, here's what's been making headlines. Valve has approved a fan-made sequel to Half-Life. The fan-made project, called Prospect, continues on from the story developed in 1999's Half-Life Opposing Force. The whole game was built by one man, Richard Seabrook, over the course of 18 months. Valve has given Seabrook permission to use graphics and assets from Half-Life 2 while making the game. The standalone release is due to launch on Steam on the 11th of February this year. Next up, and Jonathan Blow's The Witness is rated for Xbox One, but the developer has no plans as of yet to release it on the console. US ratings board the ESRB showed a listing for an Xbox version of the game, but according to Blow, it only exists because it doesn't cost anything, and if we were to do an Xbox One version later, we don't want to have to go through ratings again. But it is totally provisional. We have no plans for an Xbox One version right now. However, the game will definitely be launching on PC and PS4 on the 26th of January. In esports news, the CSGO Pro League is returning this year for ESL, with this year's prize pool sitting at a pretty $1.5 million US. The first event will kick off in 3 weeks' time. And staying with esports, Blizzard has announced the regional qualifiers for the Heroes of the Storm Spring Championship. The Australia-New Zealand Spring Regional will take place from February 7th through to the 28th. The qualifying teams will compete for $500,000 in the championship event in South Korea on April 1st. I'm joined now by Peter Piper, who picked a pickle peppers. This is the last time I will introduce you as a nursery rhyme because I think I've run out of them.
Yeah, there are only so many Peter nursery rhymes. Although we haven't touched on Peter Rabbit yet. He had a lot of tales.
Excellent, that's the next one. Let's talk about our last news story. Ubisoft are running a promotional event in Europe for Far Cry Primal. The prize, spending a night in a cave. Super weird. Would you enter this?
I probably would enter this just because I do like the concept. I wouldn't enter it just because it ties into Far Cry Primal. I don't care it's got anything to do with that. Yeah. It would be a fun thing to do, I think.
They're calling it a cave bed and breakfast experience.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you need to live in Europe to sort of enter. The thing about it is that I feel like they've gone, like the video, which John will throw up now, sort of shows, it's sort of going like, oh, can you survive in the wild? And here's what you'll be eating, and like, shit in the woods, are you a bear? Like, there's all this sort of stuff going on.
It's as vague as the Division trailer. It's like a Ubisoft staple.
Absolutely. But the thing is that obviously legally, they can't let anything happen to you.
No.
So what ultimately it will become is this weird mix of like, they want you to experience what it would be like being a caveman, but with none of the actual hardness.
Yeah.
So it's just spend a night sleeping uncomfortably. That's what the prize is.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And it's 2 of you, so you're uncomfortable with someone else.
Is it 2?
Yeah.
Would you take me?
No.
Okay. Well, the other thing that I figured that they would do is that they've got the food and stuff, like they talk about, like you'll be eating worms. They're not going to actually make you eat worms. What I reckon they'll do is they'll give you like a worm recipe. Like, here's eating worms, but here's how we do it modern day style. Yeah. Like they bring in Heston Blumenthal and he's turned the worm into like some sort of gas that you just inhale.
Just worms in liquid nitrogen. It's like, enjoy. Yeah. But I read the terms and conditions, and it's actually like, it does stipulate that they will cater 3 meals for that day.
Cavemen didn't eat 3 meals. You're lucky to get 1.
Yeah, I mean, well, unless you get a good kill and then you just eat the same thing 3 times.
Yeah, that's true. But like, do you really want to eat the same thing 3 times?
No, that's boring.
That is boring.
Live a little,
yeah,
cavemen.
Yeah, come on. Eat out once in a while. Come on, treat yourself. Would you seriously not take me?
No, I'd take you.
Yeah, there we go. All right, moving on now. It's Thing of the Day. Thing of the Day. In Halo 5 Guardians, Tygos channeled his inner Newton. For every enemy man cannoning towards you, you create an equal and opposite smackdown. Thing of the Day. And now it's talk through time where you suggest a topic. We talk through it. Today's topic comes from Meow Indeed, who says, what is Pete's favorite flavor of pie?
Sweet or savory?
So
that was my initial question.
I am so glad I'm so glad you brought that up because I was worried you were just going to go like beef and Guinness and I would have to go get out of my studio.
Yeah.
Because sweet pies, Peter, it's not really a thing we do that much in this country.
No.
It's much more of a sort of American thing.
Because it's a winter thing, and particularly in Sydney, it's never really cold in winter anyway. So you don't have like your apple and rhubarb, like nice bakes like that.
So tell me,
yeah, I mean,
tell me your
I do
pies.
love an apple and rhubarb.
Okay. That's
But
nice.
because my uncle makes one, he makes a really good one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't eat a lot of warm sweet pies. If I eat a sweet pie, it's like a lemon meringue pie.
Yeah.
Does that technically count as a pie? Not really.
We don't know. Like, I like a pecan.
Oh yeah, they're nice.
I like a pumpkin.
Pumpkin pie.
I love a blackberry.
In terms of like savory pies though.
Yep.
Like I love a fish pie, like a
gross.
salmon pie. Or
Oh,
something like that.
gross! A salmon pie?
Yeah.
Oh, what are
Yeah.
you, a cat?
You haven't had a proper salmon pie if you haven't had that's a good.
You
like,
haven't.
big
You haven't
classic
had
pie.
a proper salmon pie if you haven't had a salmon pie. Is what
No,
you're
if
gonna say.
you don't enjoy them.
All right, no, but the
If
thing
you think
is,
the idea of fish pie is bad,
that's because fish is disgusting.
who are you? Otherwise, like if I'm at a shop, I'll just get a chunky beef and pepper thing,
Yeah, something with a bit of kick.
like a big steaky one. Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. All right, we should probably talk about games. The next topic comes in from Retreat, who says, how about, for the talk through, could you discuss the impact and reward as well as negativity of season passes in games? Also, are they worth your money? Do you buy season passes with your leftover money that you didn't spend on pies?
I don't know that I ever actually have purchased a season pass.
Yeah. I don't think I have either.
Yeah.
I think that I rarely buy DLC because I find once I'm done with a game, I tend to not
I
go
will
back
typically
to it.
move on.
Yeah.
Like I have in the past waited for the Bethesda game to come out with the Game of the Year edition with all the DLC kind of packaged in.
Yep.
For Dark Souls, I bought them as they dropped because I kind of like at first I was like I don't know if I need more Dark Souls, but I was just lying to myself because of course I needed more Dark Souls. So I bought the first one that came out, and by that point I'd already committed to the $12 or whatever it was for the single purchase. So paying $25 for the other two.
Because
didn't really make sense.
It's interesting now that like most big games come with season passes, and I
Yeah.
feel like the idea of it is okay. You're providing content that you're going to put out anyway at a discounted price.
Yep.
The execution is kind of a bit crappy at the moment. For me, it's the vagueness. Like I just don't know what you're getting.
Yeah.
You don't know when you're getting it.
Yep.
And you're spending quite a bit of money. Like the Batman stuff, beyond the disaster that was the release of that game on PC, it also completely messed up their DLC season pass stuff.
Yeah, we played
took
one
them-
at least on Pocket, and
Yeah,
just not fun.
It was awful.
Yeah.
It took months for them to come out and actually say what the season pass was after they had already made it available for purchase.
Yeah.
So I think that not saying, what is available in your game is the real problem here.
The big one at the moment is Fallout 4.
Yeah.
You can spend $30 buying all future DLC, they say, for Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Haven't announced anything on what it will be.
Historically, Fallout have had good DLC.
Yeah.
But it's still like, just say what it is. And then even like Battlefront, $50 for their season pass. That's basically the price of the game again. And all they said was it will feature new locations. It's like, the game might not even have players by then, by the time that comes
To be
out.
fair to Battlefront in that situation, though, that is true to the business model they've taken from the start, though. It's like limited content for a very premium price.
That's right. And the only thing that really changes is the location.
Yeah.
Like, this is a different Star Wars spot.
Battlefield for me was one that I had issue with, that I took issue with in the past, because I enjoyed playing Battlefield, but I didn't love the game.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed playing it with people. The way that the server system worked on Battlefield 4, they were hosted by local places like Internode and stuff like that would have their own servers. But they would set the server rules as well. And so if you didn't have all the DLC, there were some servers you
Right,
couldn't
of
enter.
course.
So the popular, there becomes this divide
It just
between
splits
those
the
who
base.
have and those who don't have. And
A class system.
there's a
we
class
don't,
system.
We don't need that anymore.
And you buy into that class system as
Yeah.
well, which is bullshit. I mean, I don't really want to spend all that money for a game that I'm playing 3 hours a month.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense for hardcore gamers who, like the players who are constantly just playing Call of Duty or something like that, then to pick that up, and particularly because there's server costs, ongoing server costs, they are monetizing their multiplayer by releasing new content, and that does actually change the game. I think it's transparency, and again, it's just that thing of like, not putting your money down for things that you don't think are worth it or that you don't know what they are. I think that's just, it seems like time and time again, particularly in this part of the episode, we come back to this thing of like, what do you think about this business model? It's like, don't put your money down for things that seem a little dodgy.
Yeah, and like particularly as early as something like Fallout 4 is selling their product, which doesn't exist yet.
Yeah. And if you look at the price, you're really only saving $10. Like you're saving like 10 to 15 bucks for that season pass, and you go, if you spread that cost out over the course of months, which is how long it takes them to put that stuff out, then you're not actually. Yeah, do you want to hold my dangles?
Yeah.
You don't actually end up saving that much.
Not at all.
And you are making sure that maybe you want to skip one thing in that season pass, and you go, okay, I don't want to pay for that.
Not
and
interested in that at all.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Like all of the Batman deals.
Wait for reviews. Wait for people to have played it.
Yeah.
Looked at it before you coughing up money for it.
Just grow a bit of patience. That's what we're trying to say. All right, that's it for today's episode of Pocket. My impatient Pocketeers! Do you buy season passes? Do you like putting your money down early? Are you one of those people who's destroying the games industry? Let us know in the comments. And while you're there, please let us know.
You're not destroying anything.
You are. You're destroying everything. Please let us know what you would like us to talk through tomorrow. And while you're on the internet, keep on top of everything Good Game by checking us out on Facebook, YouTube, and iView. Want to meet fellow Pocketeers? Then join the Pocketeers Facebook group and Steam group. You can follow Good Game on Twitter at GoodGameTV, follow Pocket at NichBoy at Pierreth, and at Gigi at Monkey. There are links to everything I just said in the description below, aren't there, Peter?
Yeah, someone down there.
Aren't there?
We have a production coordinator for a reason.
Aren't there, Sam? Single-handedly ruining the games industry. So Sam will put them there and you can click on them. Today's thing of the day was sent in by Alex Hodge. Have you made a thing like Hodgie? Then send it in. Until tomorrow, NichBoy out.
Pierreth out.
You'll take me to that cave. Let's move to France and then we can enter. Did you say cave date?
Yeah.
Yeah.